It's just Uncle Larry, checking in after a long day of sessioneering. Just checking in, see how y'all doing. No special occasion, really. Just checking in. Had a fun day today. I worked at Peter Frampton's studio here in Nashville. Peter wasn't there. He rents that studio out. And but we've chatted it up a couple times. He's a lovely guy. I've been talking to him about that bridge that we make, the Music City Bridge, and he's tried it on a couple of his guitars, and he seems to really like it. Everybody likes it because it works. But anyway, that's about it. I've been in a really good mood the last couple of days because I got my boys back. They were gone for almost 3 weeks with their mother out west. But we had the last couple of days together, and it was fantastic to see them again. You might say to yourself, gee, Larry, pretty sweet tone you got cooking today, but there's an explanation. I busted this old PA head out. You might see that there. I don't know, I can't really tell what you're seeing. And I also busted out this old, can you see it? That old Boss Chorus. You remember those? Man, what a cool device. I love those, the old CE1. Fine sounding piece of gear there. Let's see what we got in the VCB. Let's see. God, I should organize these. I'm sorry, I hate making you guys wait around while I find a good one. One guy said, Robert Keeley, the true definition of an ultimate gentleman. I had a phone conversation about 15 years ago with him, and for no particular reason, he sent me a modified Boss DS1 pedal, free of charge. Just an incredible guy. He is an incredible guy. There's a lot of the sweet guys like that. You know, since I started this channel, and before, I've got to meet a lot of these guys, you know, sweet dudes like Ron Ellis, and there's so many of them. people that make really cool gear, and they're really good people. There's a lot of sweethearts out there in the guitar community. I think I'm more like sort of in the vintage guitar community. People think of me as a vintage guy, with good reason. But I think, like, I know pretty much all the dudes that are into that world, and there's a lot of sweethearts out there, and I appreciate that. All the sweet things people say. It's everybody looks out for each other. It's a nice little community. I've got my my guy out there. I've got the best yard guy, a guy named Kevin. I came home and he had completely, while I was at work, he completely got rid of all the dead bushes in the yard, and the place looks amazing. This guy's amazing. If you guys need a good yard guy, I got him. I got a good mechanic. I got a good doctor, good yard guy. Here's a cool lick you can play. Descending nines, okay? Check this out. I had a guy send me an email the other day, and he said, "Hey man, I think I figured out a new guitar trick," and he thought it was ninths, right? And he sends me this. Those aren't ninths, bro. Those are tenths. Where you take the root note and the high third, and you play them together. See that? I said to him, "Those aren't ninths, bro. Those are tenths." And I'll tell you, the whole concept of tenths played on guitar like this is probably about the most cliche thing that anybody could do in this day and age, in any form of music. I don't care if it's pop, rock, or country. This vibe with the two-note guitar is so played out that it's absolutely mind-numbing. I mean, I've gotten to the point where I won't even do it anymore. I've done it on so many records. It's been on so many records that I won't even do it. It's going to be the thing that defines this era of music the most, is that cliche tenths guitar thing. I was talking with producer Joey Moy the other day. We were making a joke. We're just not ever doing that again on a record. I said, "Joey, I'm not playing that ever again." He goes, "I know, man. I don't ever want to hear that again." It's just been on so many records, man. And yes, it's a cool sound, but it has been done to death. But I'm not going to talk about tenths. I'm going to talk about ninths, okay? So this is a little more cool, all right? Let's just say you had you play a root chord, a D chord, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The top note, 8, is an octave, right? Oct for 8. So I call an octave an 8 sometimes. And if you kept going up a whole to a second is a 9, and then a third is a 10, a fourth is an 11, fifth is a 12, but no one ever says 12th, but that's what it is. So people will say ninth when they want the extended add 2 on top of a chord, right? So I like to do it where you can have the root, 5th, 9, and then take all that down a minor third. So you got D to B to G, and then you put some chorus on it. Thing I'll say about guitar playing, and then I'm going to shut up. If I could have one wish amongst fellow guitar players and the way they play, it would be that more amateur guitar players would be more conscious of their use of vibrato. Okay, what I tend to see in sort of amateur intermediate guitar players is this sort of involuntary vibrato that gets used, and it, like, if you watch a video of them playing, every note has the same vibrato on it. It's like this sort of involuntary thing that they do. They don't even think about. It's like they're so worried about playing the notes and the chords that the vibrato is not even a thought. See, the next level up from there, the highest level, I feel like, is when you're not worried about the chords and the notes anymore, and what you're really worried about is the touch and how much vibrato or no vibrato each note is getting. Like, that is what I'm thinking about when I'm playing. I'm not worried about, like, is this note fitting in this scale? See, those thoughts are long gone. It's how am I touching each one of these notes? What pickup am I on? How hard am I hitting them? How much vibrato or no vibrato is on each note? That's what I'm thinking about. That's the gear shift, right? I'm not worried about, does this note work in this chord? That stuff is long past. And I feel like, that's what happens, when you sort of graduate up a few levels. You get to the point where you don't have to. Okay. I said it before, I'll say it again. Somebody made this comment about the film industry. I'll say it one more time. You've already heard it, those who've been here for a long time, but it explains exactly what I'm talking about. It says, see, amateurs worry about gear, professionals worry about money, masters worry about light. Okay, that says it all. Okay, once you're done worrying about scales and chords and whether this works with this, the things you end up thinking about in guitar are each individual note's touch and how much shake, how much vibrato. Like, see, like, I'll play phrases and I'll purposely not vibrato certain notes. Sometimes I'll hit the note dead cold and then shake it off at the end for an effect, When I watch video of myself playing when I was younger, when I wasn't quite as advanced, I've noticed a lot of involuntary vibrato happening. Things I wasn't really thinking about, and you can hear it. When you can really tell when a player is very conscious of how much shake they're putting on each note, and they use it like an effect and not as an involuntary thing. You want to be dead positive how much shake you want on every note you play. Chords, single notes, double stops. Sometimes having no vibrato on it is so much more effective than having a vibrato. So there's my little advice for today. Think about your vibrato. Be totally conscious of it at all times. And always be concerned about how much vibrato and how hard and how bright or how dark you're making each note. Because that's the shit that really counts, people. All right, peace out. Take care.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
It's me, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
How you doing?
Good.
Look at this view. Here, write down your symbol.
Yeah, man.
Where are we at today?
That's art. We're at Studio Phoenix.
Studio Phoenix. I've heard of it. Who owns this place? Hi, Craig.
Little Pete Frampton.
Pete Frampton.
Yeah.
From the English rock group,
Yes.
Humble Pie.
Oh, yeah.
He's got his guitars all over the wall here. Look at this. Some special instruments too. He's got an old 175 here. He's got a really sweet 50 special. And look what bridge he put on there. Just look.
They know.
See? And then we
Great
got sweet Timmy Lauer in here playing that piano. We got little Brandon Hood in here playing that acoustical. Or there's the singer. That's Lane. He's singing Lane Staley.
Acoustical.
The acoustical.
Yeah.
I'm in this room over here. Let me show. I'm going to show them the room I'm in. There's the control room. There's Lance. Lance was the name of my first pet. A German Shepherd. And there's Seth. He doesn't say much. All right. Here's where I'm at. You got to go through the kitchen. And I got my own room back here. Look at this. With all my gear. And I've been plunking on Peter's 62 SG. This is a cool guitar. The ebony black. Very special instrument. But we're just doing some fun little custom records. All right, friends. Just wanted to give you a quick update. Peace out.